Hi there, my name is Karis. Welcome to our peaceful yoga practice. Today we'll flow through some back bends, some twists, some forward folds, getting a nice little peaceful flow for your day. Now remember, I'm here to lead you and guide you through this practice. So if at any time you need to take a break or rest, feel free to come to child's pose or downward facing dog. And then join us again when you're ready. This is your practice. Honor your body, honor your practice. Let's get started in child's pose. We'll take our knees nice and wide here, maybe mat width distance apart. Bring the big toes to touch. Extend the fingertips out in front of you and bring your forehead to the earth. As you settle here in child's pose, begin to take a few nice deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. As you breathe here, think about filling the entire back body with your breath. Inhaling, the back body fills with breath. And as you exhale, find that softening release in the back body. Good. Take one more full breath here. And then on your inhale, press the palms into the earth and glide forward here as you come to all fours. Now we'll keep the knees exactly where they are. Think about drawing those shoulder blades back, lift the chin as you inhale. As you exhale, round the spine, coming back into child's pose, bringing the seat to the heels. On your inhale, glide forward, coming to all fours again, shoulders actively draw back, chin lifts. Exhale, rounding, drawing navel to spine, sitting back into child's pose. Good. Inhale, coming forward. And as you exhale, back into child's pose. Flowing a few more times here. Moving with your breath. Moving at your own pace here. Allowing that inhale to guide you forward. And the exhale to guide you back. Nice, one more round here. And then we'll meet back in child's pose. Good, settling here for a breath. And whenever you're ready, coming forward to all fours. And now we'll bring the knees in gently. So the knees are about shoulder width, hip width distance apart. Our palms firmly rooted into the mat, so our fingers are nice and wide here. We have a nice base with the hands. We'll take a few gentle cat-cows here. So again, inhaling, drawing those shoulder blades back, chin lifts. Exhale, puffing up the back, rounding. Inhale, nice long spine. Exhale, rounding. Staying with that breath, moving with your breath. And then maybe we add the feet here. So as you inhale, chin lifts, shoulders back. Let's tuck the back toes here. As you exhale, untucking the toes, tops of the feet press into the mat. Good. Inhale, lengthen, tucking the toes. Exhale, rounding, tops of the feet press firmly into the earth. One more round here. Warming up the spine, getting the body ready for our flow here. So coming back to a nice neutral spine here. Maybe you want to walk the fingertips a little bit further towards the front of your mat. We'll tuck the back toes here as we prepare for downward facing dog. Lift those hips nice and high. Maybe pedaling out the heels here. Swaying the hips from side to side. And then find stillness here in the pose. We want to think about really separating those fingers again. We want a nice base with the hands. Hips are lifted nice and high. Ears in line with those elbows. Breathing deeply here. Take a nice deep inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, one more here. Inhale, come forward, allow that breath to lead you. On your exhale, downward facing dog. From here, let's lift our right leg towards the ceiling, toes flexed towards the earth. Breathing here. Take a nice deep breath here and we'll gently draw the knee towards the nose, stepping the foot between the hands. We'll untuck those back toes as we find our low lunge here. Bring the palms to that front thigh. So think about drawing those shoulder blades back, lifting the chest here. Gaze is up. Breathing here. Reach the fingertips to the ceiling, extending through those fingertips. Breathing deeply. On your next breath, release the hands to the earth. We'll frame the front foot. Tuck those back toes and we'll gently step back into plank. Nice and strong in the core here. Downward facing dog. Beautiful, everyone. And whenever you're ready, lift that left leg towards the ceiling. Again, toes flexed towards the earth, nice straight leg. Whenever you're ready, gently stepping the foot between the hands. Dropping the back knee to the earth, untucking those back toes. Bringing the hands again to that front thigh, chest lifts, shoulders back here. Allowing your chest to shine forward here. Go ahead and sweep those fingertips to the ceiling. Little back bend as you gaze up. Take a nice deep inhale here. And as you exhale, release the hands to the earth. We'll frame that front foot again. Tucking those back toes, we'll step back into plank. Downward facing dog. Breathing deeply here. From here, we'll go ahead and walk our hands to the back of the mat as we come into a standing forward fold. Take a nice deep inhale, bring the palms to the shins. Find a nice long spine here. Again, actively drawing those shoulder blades back. Breathing here. Take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, forward fold, releasing. Maybe we grab opposite elbows here. Gently rocking from side to side. From front to back. And then pausing here for a moment. So finding that release in the low back. Just allowing your entire upper body to hang forward here with ease, with peace. Release the fingertips to the earth. Walking the hands forward, coming back into our downward facing dog. Preparing here as we take a nice deep bend in the knees, looking forward. Option to hop to the front of your mat here. Maybe you take a nice giant step. Coming to a nice long flat back. On your exhale, forward fold. Maybe this time you grab the backs of the legs, working to draw that upper body a little bit closer to the lower body. Staying with your breath. Allowing that breath to be a constant reminder to stay present. Release the fingertips to the earth. And slowly, one vertebrae at a time, rising as you come all the way to stand. Head is the last thing to rise. Finding your Tadasana. So we will prepare to flow through our first sun salutation here. Bring your feet to touch at the front of the mat. All four corners of the feet are firmly rooted into the earth here. Arms are at the side, palms face the front. Take a nice deep inhale, sweep the fingertips to the ceiling. As you exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold. Inhale, bring the palms to the shins, nice long flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, we'll step back into plank. From here, option to lower knees, chest, chin, or maybe you take a full chaturanga today. Coming into upward facing or cobra. On your exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. 3 full breaths here. Nice deep inhales and exhales. Breathing in and out through the nose. On your next inhale, go ahead and bend the knees, looking forward, hopping or stepping to a flat back. As you exhale, forward fold, release. Inhaling, lifting, rising, opening up. As you exhale, palms float to heart center. Nice, release the hands. Again, maybe bringing the feet to touch if the feet have separated. Sitting nice and deep in the heels as we come into chair pose here, Utkatasana. Palms to face each other, extending through those fingertips. Sitting a little deeper in the heels here. Good, think about lifting that chest. Take a nice deep breath here. On your exhale, forward fold. Inhale, palms to shins, long spine. As you exhale, plant the hands. We'll step back into plank. And option to lower knees, chest, chin, or take a full chaturanga. Upward facing as you press through the tops of the feet. On your exhale, find downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Gently stepping the foot between the hands. We'll drop the back knee to the earth, coming back to that lunge we started practice with. Reach the fingertips to the ceiling. And then gently releasing the hands to the earth. We'll tuck the back toes, step back into plank. Option to lower knees, chest, chin, or full chaturanga. Upward facing. On your exhale, find downward facing dog. And then following with that left leg, gently stepping the foot between the hands. Dropping the back knee, reaching those fingertips to the ceiling. Breathing here, allowing your breath to rise through the chest. Exhale, release the hands. Gently step back to plank. And flowing here. Moving with your breath. And we'll take 3 nice long breaths here. Option to stay here, maybe you come to child's pose. Wherever you are, breathing deeply. One more breath here. Take a nice deep bend in the knees, looking forward. Hopping or stepping to a flat back. Exhale, folding forward. And bringing the feet to touch. We'll sit nice and deep in the heels, coming back to that Utkatasana chair pose. Sit deeper. Maybe you sit a little deeper in the heels and you lift the toes, feeling the weight in your heels. Good, one more breath. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release the hands to the side. Nice, everyone. Let's separate the feet now. So we want to make sure the feet are about hip-width distance apart. The feet are parallel. Toes pointing towards the front of your mat. Let's take the hands to your hips. We'll take a nice giant step back with that left foot. So coming nice and high on the ball of the back foot. Think about actively drawing the right hip back, left forward. Nice straight back leg, reach the fingertips to the ceiling. Finding crescent lunge. Actively reaching through those fingertips. One more breath here, nice and strong here. And then opening up into warrior 2. So our gaze is over those right fingertips. Think about softening the shoulder blades, but reaching through both fingertips at the same time. Nice strong back foot. So think about pressing through that outer edge of that back foot as you gaze over the right fingertips. Breathing here. Straightening that front leg. We'll hinge forward at the hips. Taking the right hand to the shin, reaching the left fingertips to the ceiling. So from here, you can keep your gaze down, maybe having a neutral gaze. If it's okay on your neck, gaze towards those top fingertips. Actively engaging that right quadricep. Breathing here. On your next breath, come back to your warrior. Flipping the front palm as we take reverse warrior. Now that front leg might want to straighten a little bit. Let's try and keep that nice bend in the knee. Gaze to that top palm. One more breath here. Nice deep inhale, lengthen a little more. On your exhale, we'll windmill the hands down, frame the front foot. So pivot on those back toes here. We're in runner's lunge. Ground that left palm into the earth, and we'll reach the right fingertips to the ceiling. Finding a twist here. Release the top hand to the earth, back into runner's lunge. Now let's come up to the finger pads here, so you create a little bit of space between the front thigh and the chest. Gaze is forward. Nice and strong in that right heel, light in those back toes. We'll take a nice deep inhale. On your exhale, gently stepping forward, coming into a forward fold. Maybe you grab opposite elbows here. Maybe you grab the backs of the legs. Wherever you are, releasing. Finding that peaceful breath. Every time you come into a forward fold, the mind and body finds a little release, a little more peace, a little more calm. Good, releasing the fingertips. Take a nice deep breath as you inhale, reach the fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, palms meet at heart center. Nice, release the hands. Coming to the opposite side here. So again, if the feet have moved around a little bit, just make sure they're parallel, toes point to the front of the room. Grounding through all four corners of those feet. Hands to the hips. Nice big step back with the right foot this time. High on the ball of the back foot here. Straightening that back leg. Whenever you're ready, reach those fingertips to the ceiling. Find your crescent lunge. Nice and strong in your crescent lunge here. Good, one more breath, staying with it. And then opening up into warrior two. So again, reaching through those fingertips, actively reaching through the fingertips. Gaze over the left. Think about pressing through the outer edge of that right foot. Good, whenever you're ready, go ahead and straighten that front leg. Hinging forward at the hips as we come into Trikonasana or triangle pose. Left hand to the shin, right fingertips reach the ceiling. Again, maybe gazing towards the top hand if that's okay on the neck. One more breath. Go ahead and re-bend that front knee as we come back into our warrior. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior, gazing to that top palm. One more breath. And then windmill the hands down to frame the front foot. Pivoting on those back toes as we come back into runner's lunge here. Nice and strong and light here. Right hand firmly presses into the earth. Let's reach the left fingertips to the ceiling, finding that twist. Good, breathing here. Reaching through the left fingertips. And then we'll release the top hand back to the earth. Coming back to our runner's lunge. Strong in that left heel, light in those right toes. Take a nice deep inhale here. And as you exhale, gently stepping forward. Forward fold. Again, any variation with the arms. Allowing the breath to slow down. Allowing the mind to be at peace. Release those fingertips to the earth. Heavy in the feet as you inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, palms meet at heart center. Good, releasing the hands here. And then flowing gently here, let's bring the feet to touch at the front of the mat. Take a nice deep inhale and lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And as you plant the palms, step back into plank. And then just coming to downward facing dog here. Now maybe you stay right here, or maybe you drop to the knees, bring the big toes to touch as you come into child's pose. Good, breathing here, slowing down the breath. Taking one more full breath here. Inhale through the nose, and exhale through the nose. Inhaling, coming forward to all fours. And from here, we'll just sweep the legs to the side. So we come to our sit bones. And just coming forward on your mat. So the feet, the toes are at the front of the mat here. Feet again are parallel. Nice and strong in the feet, soles of the feet pressing into the earth. Let's reach the fingertips forward. Now, think about actively drawing the shoulders back and the chest is lifted. Nice strong core here, so think about drawing navel towards the spine. Gently coming all the way down to your backs, moving slowly. Keeping the feet pressing into the earth. Staying with it. Nice, coming all the way down. Releasing to the earth. And then go ahead, let's draw the knees into the chest. So maybe we take our hands on the shins here. Making a few circles from right to left, left to right. Rocking from side to side. Then pause here for a moment. Release the soles of the feet to the earth. Feet are about hip width distance apart. Let's take our fingertips so we can almost touch the heels here. There's a little bit of space there. Preparing for bridge pose here. So you press through the feet. Inhale, lift the hips. Maybe you interlace the hands underneath, drawing those shoulder blades a little bit closer together. Breathing here. Now with your breath, think about inhaling, expanding the front body with breath. Exhaling, find a little release in the chest, the heart space. Inhaling, filling the front body with breath. Exhaling, releasing the chest. Inhaling, maybe lifting the hips a little bit higher. Breathing here. And then slowly releasing, coming all the way down. Releasing the arms to the side. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. Knees are nice and wide. Placing the hands on the belly here. Taking a few steady breaths. Good, one more breath here. Bring the soles of the feet back to the earth. We'll draw the knees in. Now, if it's okay on your back, if it's okay on the spine, we'll take a few rock and rolls as we come up to a seat. Otherwise, just taking your time to come all the way up. Good, into a nice cross-legged seat here. Coming back to the center of your mat, we'll extend the legs out in front of you. Bring the hands by the side here. Again, coming back to that little chest lift here as we draw the shoulder blades back, lift the chest, and think about your toes are flexed. So you're drawing the toes back towards the face. The hips and the shoulders are in line here as we find staff pose. Breathing here. Maybe closing your eyes here as you or gazing up. Soft gaze up if your eyes are open. Gently releasing the chin. As we prepare for a twist, think about keeping that nice long spine here. Inhale, lift the arms to the ceiling, lengthening. As you exhale, twisting to the right. So taking that left hand on the outside of the legs. Right hand comes behind you as you gaze over that right shoulder. With each inhale, find a little more lift. With each exhale, twisting a little deeper. Good, one more breath. Good, inhale, coming back to center, lifting. And as you exhale, twisting to the opposite side. Gazing over that left shoulder. Good, inhale, lift, come back to center, find a little more extension through the spine. Exhale, release. Nice, I hope you're all doing well. We're almost there. Coming into our forward fold now. So taking a bend in the knees, we'll take our first two peace fingers, we'll grab hold of the big toes. From here, we'll slowly begin to extend the legs forward. Moving the heels forward. Now maybe the knees stay bent, and which is fine here, and you take your forward fold. Maybe the legs come all the way down to the earth, and forward fold. Take a nice deep inhale, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. We'll hold here for 3 full breaths here. With each exhale, find a slowing down, the calming breath, the calming of the mind, the calming of the body. Thinking about taking this calm spirit with you throughout your day. One more breath here. Go ahead and release the fingertips. Take a nice deep inhale, lengthen, lift, rise. Exhale, releasing the hands to the side. Nice. Now preparing for Shavasana. So we'll take a very short Shavasana here, our final pose, corpse pose. Now, if you'd like to take a longer Shavasana, feel free to stay in Shavasana. So coming all the way to our backs here, releasing the arms, the head, neck, shoulders, the feet, just allowing the feet to flop out in opposite directions. Palms face up, and maybe closing the eyes here. Bring your awareness to the hands. Take a nice deep inhale, make a fist with the hands. Exhale, release. Bringing your awareness to the feet, tightening the feet. Exhale, release. Bringing your awareness to the face, tightening all the muscles in the face. Exhale, release. Now bring your awareness to the entire body. Tighten the entire body on inhale. On your exhale, release, let go. Allow the mind and body to become completely still and relaxed. If any thoughts come up, acknowledge them, let them go. Allow yourself to find that peace, that quiet. Allowing yourself rest in stillness. Take a nice deep inhale here, filling the entire body with breath. As you exhale, release through the mouth, sighing it out. Gently drawing the knees into the chest. And then slowly rolling over to the right side. Just resting that head in that right arm for a moment. Feeling or noticing any changes in the mind, the body. Maybe you feel a little bit more at peace. Pressing that left hand into the earth, gently rising. And then finding that nice comfortable seat on your mat, maybe cross-legged seated position. We'll have palms face up on the knees. And then gently closing your eyes here for a moment. Noticing the quiet, noticing a little more space and ease in the body. Noticing any changes in the body. Bringing your palms to touch at heart center and gently bowing the head. May you take this peaceful energy with you throughout your day today. May you be filled with much love and much peace. Namaste.